Lovely kids, welcome to another interesting lesson with Mr. Olia. Today's lesson, the objectives are knowing the definition of biodiversity, definition of classification, and some various scientists who contributed to the classification of plants and animals, and also the 5 animal kingdom with some explanation. All these objectives which you'll be learning on this topic, you have to take note of them. So firstly, what is the title of today's topic? The title is biodiversity. I'll come again. Biodiversity. Now, what is biodiversity? Biodiversity simply means the variety of plant and animal life in the world or in a particular habitat, a high level of which is usually considered to be important and desirable. I'll come again. Biodiversity simply means the variety of plant and animal life in the world or in a particular habitat. So that is biodiversity. Next, what is classification? Classification simply means when plants and animals are grouped or sorted according to their likeness. When plants and animals are grouped or sorted out according to their likeness. Next, one of the scientists who contributed to the classification of plant and animal is known as Aristotle. Aristotle was the first scientist to study plants and animals. He was the first scientist to study plants and animals. The next scientist, who was Carolus Linnaeus, was the first scientist to classify plants and animals. He was the first scientist to classify plants and animals according to their groups or likeness. Next, what is taxonomy? Taxonomy is the structure form scientists uses to classify plants and animals. This is the structure form scientists uses to classify plants and animals. Next, organisms are classified based on ranks. Which are 1. Kingdom, which is known as Animalia. 2. Phylum, Chordata. 3. Class, Mammalian. 4. Order, Carnivora. 5. Family, Felidae. 6. Genus, Felix. Come again. Kingdom, Animalia. 2. Phylum, Chordata. 3. Class, Mammalia. 4. Order, Carnivora. 5. Family, Felidae. 6. Genus, Felix. So these are the various classification of animal according to their rank. Now, all of living things on earth are classified into 5 kingdoms. All of living things are classified into 5 kingdoms, which are 1. Animal kingdom. 2. Plant kingdom. 3. Fungi kingdom. 4. Protista kingdom. 5. Monera kingdom. I'll come again. 1. Animal kingdom. 2. Plant kingdom. 3. Fungi kingdom. 4. Protista kingdom. 5. Monera kingdom. Now let's talk about the animal kingdom. Animal kingdom is divided into animals with backbone, which are known as vertebrate animals. So animals with bones are known as vertebrate animals. An example: fish, amphibians like frog, reptiles like lizard, birds like parrot or dove, mammals like cow or sheep, rodents like rats. So these are some various animals with backbone, and they are referred to as vertebrate animals. So take note of that. They refer to a vertebrate animal with backbone. Now these are some examples, pictures of vertebrate animal. As you can see, snake, example of a reptile, amphibian, examples of frog, fish, bird, mammals. So these are a few pictures or some pictures of vertebrate animals with backbone. So take note of that, with backbone. Next, animals without backbone. I told you earlier, animal kingdom are divided into animals with backbone and without backbone. So animals without backbone are known as invertebrate animal. I'll come again. Animals without backbone are known as invertebrate animals, e.g., insects, arachnid, crustaceans, mollusks, annelids. These are examples. So this is a picture of some invertebrate animals like butterfly, bug, leash, snail, mosquito, dragonfly. So these are some few examples of invertebrate animals. Next, let's learn about plants kingdom. Plants are able to create their own food through a process called photosynthesis. I'll come again. Plants are able to create their own food through a process called photosynthesis. Plants are also responsible for releasing oxygen into the air. These are some few pictures or few examples of some plants: rice, wheat, maize, barley. Next, which is fungi. Let's talk about the fungi kingdom. Fungi are mostly responsible for the composition. Fungi are mostly responsible for what? The composition of matter or things. Now, fungi feed off dead carcass of plants and animals. What do you mean of carcass? The remains of some plant and animals. Examples of fungi are mushrooms, yeast, toads, and moths. So these are some various examples of fungi. Now this is a picture of some fungi, mushroom, and so on. Next, the protista kingdom. Now, protists are usually single-celled organisms. They are what? Usually single-celled organisms that live in water or other moist places, such as the bodies of animals or deep in the soil. Now, protists are usually parasites. Take note of this. They are usually parasites and can cause disease and death. They can cause disease and death. Example: algae, amoebas, Ignium, Plasmodium, and slime mold are all examples of protista, and this is a diagram of protistas. Next, which is the monerals kingdom. Monerals are single-celled organisms. They are single-celled organisms. Also, moneral cells have no nucleus. Take note of this. Moneral cells have no nucleus. and therefore are the simplest life form and the oldest life form on Earth. This is a picture of some examples of Moneros. So Sparkids, those are the various 5 kingdoms of all living things on Earth. Wow, it has been a fun learning process so far, and I believe you've learned a lot. See you kids in the next lesson. Bye bye.